I'm an attorney, licensed to practice law here in the state of California. Practice in the area of real estate, bankruptcy, and business litigation. I'm going to approach it a little bit differently today. Most of you in here, I'm assuming, are engaged in the business of short sales. I think it's a fairly safe assumption. The key to a successful short sale practice, I'm telling you right now, it lies in client selection. Client selection. You have to learn to identify which clients you should be taking on and which clients you should decline. We call that cherry picking. You've got to learn to identify the cherries and the non-cherries and gravitate towards the cherries. People in a short sale usually are confronted with mortgage distress. Not everybody, as you will learn here today, can be helped. Some people can, some people can't. Consequently, it's usually the people that you shouldn't be assisting are the ones that are going to cause you the most grief. The ones that you don't make any money on. The clients where you can't close an escrow. Yet they're going to be the ones that are going to be the most vocal, obstinate, and create the most trouble for you down the road. If you can identify those people up front, then you know to avoid them. Sometimes, at least in the legal profession, we have a saying that sometimes the best client or the best case is the one that you don't take. And it applies, I think, in the real estate profession as well. So you got to be selective as to which clients you assist. Okay, so that's my goal here today, is to help you learn to identify which clients you can provide a meaningful service to and which ones you can't, so as you can avoid the ones that are going to become problems. Okay? Now, let's start by asking the following question. Why do clients sue the professional that's assisting them with their mortgage distress? And I don't care if it's a real estate agent or broker, if it's an attorney, if it's their CPA, if it's anybody that's reaching out to them to assist them with their mortgage distress, what is the leading reason, do you think, that the clients sue?
Being treated unfairly.
Treated unfairly. That's a good answer. A layman's term, in the back.
You didn't get a full explanation about short sale and
They didn't get a full explanation. That's another good answer.
They didn't get what they wanted.
They didn't get what they wanted. That's a great answer. That's getting close. I have one word that I like to use to describe the reason why clients sue. Surprise! They're led to believe things are going to work out one way, and they work out another, much to their chagrin. If things work out better than they expected, well, that's called a pleasant surprise. They're not going to run into a lawyer's office and seek legal counsel. But what if things work out worse than they expected? What if they suffer some sort of detriment? What if the transaction costs them $50 more than they anticipated? Well, they're going to be mildly irritated, but they're not going to run into a lawyer's office. But what if the transaction costs them $50,000 more than they anticipated? $150,000, $250,000, $350,000. You're getting the idea. The larger the harm, the more irritated they're going to become with the people that were helping them deal with their mortgage distress. Are people suffering that kind of harm in a real estate transaction?
Yes.
You betcha. You betcha. You betcha. So take these transactions are quite large. Huge dollar figures we're talking about here. So you got to take it serious. Don't operate off a hunch. Know what you're doing. Now, what's different between a short sale and a regular sale? Well, in a regular sale, when I say regular sale, I mean a sales transaction where the value of the property is greater than the amount owed. Well, everybody's happy in that transaction. The bank gets paid. The homeowner usually walks away from the sale with a little bit of money in their pocket. Either they're going to keep it in their pocket or they're going to put it down towards the purchase of a new home. Everybody's happy in a normal transaction. What about in a short sale? Oh, in a short sale, not everybody's happy, are they? The lender is being asked to lose money. Are they happy about that?
No.
No. Would you be happy about that? No. No. So in a short sale, you have to concern yourself with the playing field. The playing field is different. In a normal sale, the playing field is more like a playground. Everybody's having fun, everybody's friendly. In a short sale, the playing field is more like a battlefield. You have combatants. Who are the combatants? The homeowner, the borrower, the lender, maybe the buyer on the buy side of the transaction in a short sale. It is a battlefield. Don't lose sight of the nature of the relationship between a creditor and a debtor. It is one of the most adversarial relationships that exists in our society. It has always been that way. It is that way today. It will be that way tomorrow. One of the things that amazes me about people reaching out to homeowners experiencing financial distress is all the wishful thinking that exists and how common sense just completely evaporates out of one ear. If you do not pay your lender on any type of debt, bad things happen. They will confront you. They will demand payment. That demand will take different forms. It can be as simple as a phone call, a letter, a repossession, a foreclosure, or a lawsuit. None of those are friendly. The creditor-debtor relationship is an adversarial relationship. Don't lose sight of that. Don't lose sight of that. Please don't lose sight of that. Though we as professionals trying to assist a homeowner experiencing mortgage distress, we ourselves are not combatants. We are, however, navigating the battlefield. We're sort of like UN peacekeepers. We got a blue helmet on, but guess what? We're still carrying a gun, and we still got battle fatigues. We're wearing battle fatigues. Do UN peacekeepers ever get hurt?
Yes.
Yeah! If you're walking through the battlefield, is it possible for you to get hurt? You betcha. So you've got to know, when you're walking through that short sale battlefield, where is it safe to stand? Where is it not so safe to stand? Though you're not shooting bullets, there are bullets flying on that battlefield. And those bullets are flying between the debtor and the creditor, as well as possibly the buyer on the buy side of the transaction. So you have to be mindful of all the combatants so as not to get hurt. Okay? When a borrower does not pay a lender voluntarily on any type of debt, what alternatives does that lender have to get their money back? Would you all agree that they want their money back?
Yes.
Yeah. What alternatives do they have to get their money back? They got three alternatives.
Park money?
Repossess or foreclose, sue, or a combination of the two. None of those are friendly. None of those are friendly. Now, during the course of our discussion today, I'm going to share with you a lot of information. Much of what I share with you today, I'm confident, is going to smack in direct conflict with the information you've probably received from other sources. The difference is I'm going to provide you with authority that supports my position. Secondly, my experience.